Another threatening phone call?
Threatening munchbox. Well, I can phone all they like, they don't bother me.
We'll look after you. Uncle Zach had best be moving. I promised he'd say we deliver that letter first thing.
Right. Wonder what's in it. I mean, it must be something valuable if he's sending all three of us with it.
Ours is not the reason why. Just take the cash, get down the wool pack, and stop our throats from getting dry.
It's good, that. Yeah, but haven't you wondered why Chris Tate asked you lot to do something like that for him?
Right, morning all. Ooh, that was close.
Morning. You do know we've got an important letter to deliver, Uncle Zach.
Aye, and 30 quid a piece to pick up. What's that then?
Present for Lisa. Back if you don't mind.
Yeah, but what is it?
Huh? Well, I'm not right sure, but it'd be top class and all that.
So, hang on. You've got a present for Lisa, but, hey, you don't know what it is.
You must have pinched it if you don't know what it is.
I have not pinched it. Now, let me get on with my breakfast.
I need a favour, Alan.
And what might that be?
Could I borrow your motor, please?
What do you want it for?
I want to go to hospital, see how Donna is.
That's most definitely not a good idea.
Well, I want to support Viv. I mean, she's bound to be in a terrible state.
It's almost certainly with Vic. Imagine the upset when you turn up. Haven't you done enough damage already?
Hey, that's a bit below the belt. I just want to show my concern for young Donna.
As you should have done last night. No, Terry. Leave them alone. Let them look after their own child.
Doctor said to drink plenty of water, Donna.
Try.
He also said that living in a pub isn't good for your health, so you're moving back home with me.
It's for the best.
What were you thinking of, love? I mean, you could have killed yourself.
I'm sorry, but it was nice. Just like pop.
Yeah, but that's the trouble with the stuff, isn't it? Tastes just like lemonade. You should have been looked after better. That's the top and bottom of it.
I know, and I feel awful about it all.
Well, I hope Terry Woods feels worse than you do. What if she'd have died?
Well, thank God she's all right.
Yeah. Apart from a king-size hangover and an aversion to alcohol for the rest of your life, I hope.
What time are the bailiffs expected?
Soon.
That'll be a first for us, then.
Not really. They can't be proper bailiffs because he hasn't gone through the correct procedure.
Who will they be, then? Assuming someone actually turns up.
Oh, I don't know. Local bully boys.
Oh. Happy wedding day for my lovely Tina.
Huh? Give me that. I thought all them wedding gifts were given back.
Yeah, when Tina stood him up at altar.
Yeah, well, I kept a few back. I mean, I didn't want to insult people's generosity.
As if. And what if it's not suitable for Lisa? I reckon you better open it and see.
Ah, well, maybe you're right.
Hiya. Oh, who's that for?
For you. From me dad.
Oh, I love getting presents. What's in it then?
We're all dying to find out.
Oh, I love the sentiment, you naughty old devil, but I think you might have underestimated the size.
With this card in the lid and all.
To my darling.
Well, open it then. Give us all a good laugh.
Certainly not. It's obviously personal. I'll read it when I'm on my own.
Right, come on, lads. We've got this tea errand to do.
Another mystery envelope.
Hi, how are you? Oh, fine, thank you.
I hear congratulations are in order.
Thank you. Yeah, when's the big day?
Sometime in May.
Oh, lovely. A spring bride.
Don't worry, invitations will be forthcoming as soon as everything's confirmed.
Maybe you could have the reception here.
That's exactly what we are doing.
Well, that's the first us workers at the coalface have heard of it.
Staff will be informed officially, Betty, as will our friends.
Thank you for the card, Andy.
Robert says your present's on the sideboard.
It's nice of him to think about it under the circumstances.
I was trying to sell that cufflink so I could get you a birthday present.
I don't think we want to hear any more about that, Andy.
But it's true. You can ask Eric Pollard. He'll tell you what happened.
There you go. Thank you. What are you doing here, then?
Oh, yeah, there was a tasty story on underage drinking.
I'll be joking.
Why else would I be here? I mean, you made it perfectly clear there was nothing going on between us, apart from sex, that is, and, well, I've got no problems with that, have you?
Well, how'd you hear about the kids drinking?
Oh, it's all right, we got a call from the local hospital. It's all right, it's all right. It's not a named story. It's more, you know, public interest considering how often it happens. Oh, how is the little girl, by the way?
Oh, she's going to be all right, thank God. Talking a drink?
Oh, an orange juice, please. But alcoholic lemonade, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how much did she have to drink?
Hello, love. How is she then?
She's asleep over the road. Vic's insistent that she stays at home, and who can blame him? You were supposed to be looking after her.
Yeah, well, there's no need to say it, Viv. Helen's doing a story on kids and alcoholic pop.
Well, I haven't got time for that. I just popped in to let you know what was happening. Better go, because you might need something.
Yeah, well, I'll see you later then.
Well, I must say we've never had that sort of trouble in the wine bar. Still, you have been in the trade a lot longer than I have, Alan.
Have you told them yet?
Oh, no, the wedding invitations will be arriving shortly.
We want all our friends to be there.
Yeah, I shall certainly do my best. Terry, we have things to discuss when you're free.
Do hope you're not in any trouble, old boy.
Hello. What can I do for you? You know what this is, do you?
No, but we're getting 30 quid each for delivering it.
Almost right. 30 quid each for carrying it out. Well, it's a sort of homemade eviction notice. You're here to throw me out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, if that's the job, let's get on with it. Marlon, Butch.
Mr.
Dingle.
I think it's time for a few home truths.
Hey, don't mess us about, pal. My dad here was bare-knuckle champion of the Dales 3 times. State your case.
As you say, Mr. Dangle, nothing personal. I don't want to show you up in front of your lads, but I fought from Bosnia to the Gulf via 6 tours of Northern Ireland. Who dares wins, Mr. Dangle? When did you last take on a fit pro?
Yeah, well, I could tell them that we've reached a negotiated settlement.
Much appreciated.
Oh,
Yeah, job done. Right, come on, lads.
What do you mean?
You scared him off, didn't you, Dad?
Well, I'd have laid odds on it, they would have been here by now.
I hope they're all right.
Depends what you mean by all right. I mean, they are dingles, Lisa.
Anyway, nice to have a bit of peace.
Hey, what were in that thing that Uncle Zach gave you?
I haven't looked yet.
Well, have you got it with you?
Yeah.
Well, go on then.
Every beautiful picture deserves a fitting frame to set it off. This lingerie will enhance your natural sexiness. Tonight, I'll show you how much I love you, Tina. Yours forever, Luke.
All right, I mean,
Terry.
first... Yes, Al.
This is a sad day for me, Terry.
Oh, business will pick up. It's early doors yet.
That's not what I mean, and I suspect you know it.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about all the trouble. There's no real harm done in the end.
Well, I can't agree. A young girl, drastically underage, has suffered alcohol abuse while in your charge. We're the talk of the village, and I think we're very lucky it's no worse than that. I cannot risk this happening again.
Well, it's not gonna. I mean, she's moved back in with her dad.
It's not as simple as that. I have been giving our situation a great deal of thought, and it is my reluctant decision to let you go.
You're telling me I'm sacked, Al?
Yes, Terry. As from this moment, you no longer work at the Woolpack. But I'm a fair man. You can stay here for another fortnight while you look for alternative accommodation. Oh, excuse me.
Alan's just told me. I'm sorry, Terry.
Yeah, well, I'm just sorry your daughter got legless in here. Now, you're right, I've only got myself to blame.
I've told him I won't be working for him either.
What'd he say?
He just nodded. I think he was relieved, really. Saves him making a decision about me. What are we going to do?
I don't know. 2 weeks to sort everything out. We could go somewhere else, find a pub of our own.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd show 'em, eh?
Definitely. In the meantime, I think it's best if I move back in with the kids.
You mean move back in with Vic?
No. No, not like that.
Well, like what, then?
Well, I mean, be realistic. I can't live here, and I can't just up and leave the kids. So I'll move back over the road until we know what's happening. It's the only way, Terry.
Oh, God, what a mess. We'll sort it out. You see.
Of course we will.
Am I glad to see you? What kept you?
I'm sorry, I had another case to see to.
All right. What happens next?
Well, now the inquest is over, your wife's body will be released for burial. You have to be seen to be playing a part in the funeral arrangements.
Like hell I will. As far as I'm concerned, she can end up in a pauper's grave.
You're angry, but this attitude isn't going to help. So far, your family have taken care of everything. It'll help your case to start getting involved now.
I'm innocent. That should be enough to help my case.
If life was so simple, I'd be out of work. It isn't, and I'm not. And you're employing me to do the best job I can.
All right. What do you think I should do?
Grieve. Play the doting husband and fight for the right to attend the funeral, along with the rest of your distressed family. You've got to take every opportunity to show your innocence.
You think I did it, don't you?
I believe you when you tell me you're innocent.
Do you believe I'm innocent?
It's my job to prepare the best defense case possible. And in order to do that, you must follow my advice. Now, will you organise the funeral, Mr. Tate?
Come to pay up, I hope.
No, not while my grievances remain the same. And don't ever threaten me or my family again.
Your family's squatting in our property. I've every right to have you evicted.
I've never hit anyone in a wheelchair before, but you might well be the first.
Oh, please. Spare me the macho nonsense. If the Dingles can't persuade you to leave, then, well, I'll just have to get the serious cavalry in.
Don't you ever try and pull a stunt on me like that again. Now get the accommodation sorted and you'll get your own.
What's going on?
Exactly.
I'm afraid it's true, but I was provoked.
Call the police, or I'm going to have him locked up.
Would somebody like to start at the beginning?
Never mind that. Just call the police like I told you to.
Chris, I thought you were going out.
Leave you with this nutcase.
Just go and let me try and sort this out, please.
And I don't want to hear about you drinking alcohol anymore.
I've learnt my lesson. Just let me sleep.
Just as long as you realise how close to death you were.
I know, I know. Can't keep awake.
Let her sleep, Vic. Probably do her good. Why don't you go upstairs to bed? I'll be up in a minute.
I'm sorry.
We know.
Come on.
We're sorry too.
How do you mean?
It's all my fault.
Well, it's too late for regrets. Right, excuse me. What's done is done.
But I can try and make it up to her
How's that then?
by moving back in here for the time being.
Don't you think that'd make things worse? What they need is some stability, Viv.
I know that, but if we make sure they know it's not us getting back together, just Mum trying to make sure they're all right. I'll sleep on the couch. What do you think?
All right.
I can't imagine what my brother was thinking about. Sending in ham-fisted bullies is not our way.
I'm glad to hear it, Miss Tate.
I can only apologise. Put it down to the strain we're under at the moment. You must have heard about my stepmother's unfortunate death and my father's...
Yes, and I'm sorry about it all, but I have my family to look after, as I'm sure you appreciate.
Yes, of course, and I'm trying to sort out the problem with the chalets, but I've got rather a lot on my plate at the moment.
It must be really hard for you. Hope things get better soon. I won't take up any more of your time.
I'm glad we had a chance to talk it through.
And you do understand, until the chalets are brought up to scratch, we won't be paying, and we'll be charging for any alternative arrangements.
You've made that quite clear, Mr. Cairns. I'll be in touch.
Thanks. See myself out.
Bye.
How is he?
On the mend.
He must have drunk about 2 gallons of water today.
Well, thank God he's going to be all right.
Oh, what is a worry, isn't it? OK, put the sugar in.
Not been much of a birthday for you, has it?
Oh, I'm getting to the age I'd sooner not remember them. Thank you.
Even so.
Yeah.
Should we go up the Woolpack later?
You know, I tell you what I'd really like to do.
What?
I'd like to solve this mystery about the cufflink. Paint. If Andy was going to make up a story about a tenor, it wouldn't be that.
Yeah, I know. It's been niggling me as well. What do you think we should do?
I think we should find out exactly where he got it from in the first place. OK.
OK. We'll give him one more chance.
Where's Emma?
She's having a lie down. I think this country air gets to her.
I'm helping the vet with that lambing.
Still haven't found our bit of country air to breathe yet, then?
If it exists. Honestly, we must have looked at every single vacant cottage in Yorkshire today.
Don't exaggerate, Will. What happened with the bailiffs, then? I don't see any blood on the walls.
Oh, Mum, don't be so gross.
I'm only anxious to know if they're going to turn us out in the middle of the night.
Oh. I doff my hat to the lady of the manor, and she's seen our point of view.
Did you have to thump anyone, Dad?
Oh, it's very civilised. You missed nothing. Hello, Sleeping Beauty?
Black Beauty, more like it. She's been eating like a horse. You're going to get fat, you know, Emma.
Cheek. Hey, leave the violence to your dad and eat your tea. Come on then, Tony. Tell us what happened.
We reached a negotiated settlement, followed by fruitful talks with the Tate representative, Zoe. We carry on as we have been doing.
We're right there.
I hope this isn't a wild goose chase, Andy.
I found it right there. You can ask Robert and Donna. Honestly.
Are you absolutely certain?
Yeah.
You know, this could be important.
I thought Mr. Pollard would buy it off me. He told me to sell it to Mark Saber. And then Zoe Tate bought it off me for a tenner.
There's no need to do that.
It might take a minute.
How long do you think you'd be staying?
I don't know. I just want to spend some time with Donna, but if it's a problem...
No, it's all right. Just thinking about you, really. You can't be very comfy on this couch.
I'll manage.
I'll suit yourself. I mean, we can all shuffle beds and people about. That's what you want.
No, really. I'll be all right.
If Donna hadn't moved over there, none of this would have happened, you know. And if you hadn't moved over there with that wasted Terry Woods, we'd still be a family.
Leave it. Please. Not now.
Dad, he's got to pay us. We've done the job.
We did half the job. We delivered the letter.
Yeah, and he should have told us we were expected to chuck him off the holiday village.
Well, why didn't we then?
Huh? Well, I felt conned. If we'd have known what the job was, we'd have been better prepared.
What, like having more than 3 to 1? We should have had a go at least.
Oh, there were more to it than that, weren't there, Uncle Zachy?
Of course there was. You don't think I was feared of him, do you?
Well, yes, I do, actually, Dad.
You know now, our Butch.
Come on then, tell us.
He is government, isn't he? Huh? If you check on him, you check on the armed forces. Army, Navy, Air Force, the lot.
What have you been drinking, Zach Dingle?
It's true. I've never walked away from a fight in my life. But I'm not going to risk a Exocet missile going through the back door.
It was the RGs what used them.
Well, you know what I mean.
Dad.
Ah, the very man. Get yourself over here, Chris Tate.
And bring your wallet with you.
If you think you've got a hope in hell of getting paid, think again. I know what happened. You bottled out.
Buckled out? We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Pay up.
Forget it. And don't even think about threatening me. I'm in no mood. And I'll only get the police onto you.
He will, Uncle Zach, now let it go.
We might as well just put it down as a bad day that can't get any worse.
Every beautiful picture deserves a fitting frame to set it off. This lingerie will enhance your natural sexiness. Tonight, I'll show you how much I love you, Tina. Yours forever, Luke.
Ooh, cold shoulder treatment for you tonight, Uncle Zach.
Cold bum more like.
Oh, hi, Jack. Table for two.
Just want to ask you a question, Eric. Now, it might sound daft to you, but it's very important to me and Andy here.
Yeah, sure. Let's go away.
Andy tells me he tried to sell you a cufflink.
And then you told me to sell it to Mark Saber.
It was a joke, Jack. I didn't mean any harm by it.
So he did try and sell it you?
Yeah. But I ask you, what good is one cufflink, eh?
See, I told you. And then Zoe Tate bought it off me for her dad.
Oh, cheer up, Uncle Zach. Get back to the peace and quiet of your own home now. No rockets, no trouble. And tomorrow's another day, eh?
Hey, Dad! Look at the door!
What?
Bye-bye, Munchbox.
Is that the best they can do to try and frighten us?
Us Dingles!